Hello, welcome to another recap video. This drama is about a girl named Haruta Ami. She has been dating her boyfriend for more than 5 years, but he suddenly cheated on her with another girl and pretended that everything is fine. She decides to forget about him even though she truly loved him, and it's difficult for her. Ami is looking through apps and sees a dating app where a boy named Miura Manatsu posted that he wants to instantly get married. She starts thinking that love might not be enough for a relationship, as she loved her boyfriend, but he cheated on her, so she decides to accept Manatsu's offer in the app. She gets married to Manatsu, and it's their first time meeting each other. He seems to be a very polite person, as the photographer asks to kiss the bride, but he's very cautious to not do anything extra and gently kisses her forehead. She says that she can naturally smile with him even though it's their first time meeting each other. He's bought a new house, and she moves in to live with him. He has prepared everything for her, and they have 2 separate bedrooms, one for each to sleep in. She wants to adapt to her new life in order to forget her past pains. Manatsu prepares breakfast for her and buys many delicious breads for her to eat before going to work. He makes sure that she is comfortable at his house, and he leaves early so she can comfortably eat her breakfast and go to work. Ami goes to work, and her coworkers keep asking her about her upcoming marriage. But they are talking about her upcoming marriage with her ex-boyfriend, as they don't know she has broken up with him and got married to someone else. She wants to keep it a secret, as Manatsu also doesn't want to reveal their marriage. Ami goes to store to buy couple mugs, and she meets her ex-boyfriend there. He's trying to get close to her when Manatsu arrives and pushes him away. He claims that she's his wife, and a cheater like him doesn't even have a permission to call her name. She feels protected and gets happy that he acted that way in front of her ex-boyfriend. She goes home and starts cooking meals for him, but Manatsu has also bought food for her, so she wouldn't spend time cooking meals. While they're eating dinner, he tells her that as her new guy, he wants to protect her and be by her side. She's very surprised and moved by his words. The next day, when she goes to work, she meets Manatsu inside the elevator, and they just realize that they work at the same company in different departments. They don't want to reveal their relationship at their work, as they want to keep it a secret. She realizes that she has fallen in love with Manatsu and wants to get his attention, so she tries to look prettier and get close to him so he would fall for her too. He gets close to her and tells her that he wants her to fall for him and say those words to him, but he will wait until she truly starts loving him. He then gently kisses her and says goodnight to her. She's very shocked that he also has feelings for her, even though he hasn't confessed his love to her yet. She felt shy and didn't confess her feelings to him. The next day at work, she goes to his department and keeps looking at him while he's working. Manatsu is very popular in his department, and women in his section want to get close to him to date him. Manatsu takes Ami into the hallway and tells her that she shouldn't keep staring at him during work, as people would get suspicious. She angrily leaves, and he starts smiling, saying that her wife is very cute. She's very surprised when she sees he always prepares meals for her and puts notes on it so she would eat it happily. He truly cares for her, and his behavior and actions towards her has made Ami to fall more for him. While Manatsu is working, Ami keeps looking at him, and she's very happy that someone like him is now with her instead of her cheater ex-boyfriend. He notices that she was staring at her, but closed her eyes when he looked at him. He gets close to her so she would open her eyes. He tells her that he loves her cute behavior, and it just melts his heart. He then kisses her and continues working. He starts acting more friendly and gets closer to her. Their relationship slowly starts to build up, and it isn't just love from first sight, as their love slowly keeps building up and grows more. She dresses up and waits for him to compliment her dress and good looks, but he intentionally doesn't compliment or say anything and leaves for work. He does this just to tease her, as he already knew what she expected him to say. He actually was stunned by her beauty, but didn't show any reaction on purpose, just for fun. At her work, one of her coworkers has a crush on her and always tries to talk to her. Ami is a very cheerful person who talks to everyone with a big smile. While she is talking to that person in a cheerful manner, Manatsu sees them, and he gets very jealous as he notices that her coworker has a crush on his wife. She realizes that he got jealous of the situation. When she gets home, he asks her to only act cute towards him and not anyone else, as they might misunderstand her kindness, and he doesn't want her coworker to think that he has a chance for her. During work, she helps him to make a big contract, and he's very grateful towards her. She finally tells him that she has fallen for him and tries her best to grab his attention too. He surprises her and tells her that she has conquered him from the very beginning of their marriage. It's just that he hadn't been able to express his feelings. He says, "I love you," and she says, "I love you too," and they share a romantic kiss, marking the beginning of their romantic relationship, as they have finally confessed their feelings for each other that they were hiding for some time. One thing that she still is curious about is that she wants to know why Manatsu wanted to quickly get married, but she hasn't been able to ask him yet. In the morning, she surprises him and starts acting cute after their kiss last night. She offers him to go to work together, but he refuses and gets up and leaves. The next scene is shown where he is melting for his wife's cuteness. That's why he left the room quickly. Since their confession, they've started sleeping in the same room. One night, Manatsu notices that Ami's phone's wallpaper is their wedding photo. He tells her to remove it as their coworkers might see it. He tells her that he doesn't want people at work to find out about them, as he doesn't want them to talk behind their backs because he can't stand anyone talking bad about her. He takes care of her at work as he constantly buys snacks for everyone and gives her extra ones. Manatsu is a very caring person who tries to fill in the gaps in Ami's life. He notices that Yuki, Ami's coworker, is getting between him and her, which is not enjoyable to him. He also sees him having conversation with Ami about going to a cafe together later, where they sell delicious desserts. She notices that Manatsu is listening to them, and he is getting very angry, so she rejects him quickly. She goes to a cafe on her own and texts him by saying that she's at a cafe with her coworkers, and they're having a lot of fun while eating desserts. She wants to make him jealous. He remembers that day when Yuki was telling Ami about a cafe with good desserts, so Manatsu thinks that Ami is with Yuki. He rushes to find her. He finally finds her and sees that she's sitting alone while texting him and eating desserts. He gets happy about it, that her wife isn't with Yuki, and texts her that he's waiting for her at home and he's missing her a lot. Ami gets excited and runs to get home quickly. She gets home and cheerfully says hi, but he seems to be on a calmer note that night. Manatsu suddenly hugs her tightly and tells her that he loves her a lot. He has bought a ring for her to make their relationship more official, but he doesn't know if she will like the ring or not. Ami gets very happy that he's been very thoughtful towards her. She asks him to put on the ring for her. He puts on the ring for her, and she kisses him, by saying that she doesn't have anything to give in return, and this time she will take the initiative and kiss him. The next day at work, she gets very excited and keeps showing her ring to him and runs around. At the moment that they are close to each other, their coworkers come and see them. Manatsu tells them that Ami asked her out, but he rejected her, then he leaves quickly. When they get home, Ami doesn't talk to him and she's mad at his behavior. Manatsu tells her that was the only way to not make them suspicious, so they wouldn't start gossiping about them. After talking to her, she becomes convinced that Manatsu had good intentions by doing this. Ami goes back to her old apartment as she wants to sell it. For keeping memory from it, she starts taking video from the unit and posts it on social media. Manatsu is at a barbershop where he checks his phone and sees Ami's video on social media. He immediately gets up and rushes to her house. She opens the door and sees Manatsu and not the real Tor. He tells her that she shouldn't have posted that video online as people can find her new address based on her old one. Ami tells him that she didn't think that far. He then gets very close to her, and she tells him that people might see them as, "There are no curtains on windows." Manatsu says it's okay to reveal their relationship now, as this might be something that she wants. However, Ami tells him that this is not the time for that. He kindly leaves her and tells her he'll wait for her at home. The next morning, she greets him cheerfully by wearing a new dress to impress him, and he's very impressed by her beautiful look. As she's leaving, Manatsu notices her dress tag and takes it off. He then sees its price and he's shocked about how expensive it is. It seems like Ami spends a lot of money on buying stuff. They both agree on showing each other their savings amount. Both of them see that each of them has a lot of money in their savings account. Ami tells Manatsu that as a family now, they should share what they want to purchase each time they decide to buy something and ask each other's opinion about it, which is a very important concept within a family. Manatsu gets happy about it and agrees to it. One day when Manatsu picks her up from a gathering, he notices that she doesn't look happy as always. He asks her what is wrong, and she says that she doesn't know anything about him and the reason he wanted to get married immediately. Manatsu tells her that he should have told her about this matter way earlier, and it's his fault. He says that his mother had an illness, where the doctor said that her condition is bad, and Manatsu wanted to quickly get married so his mother would feel at ease that her son won't be left alone. Ami starts crying, but Manatsu tells her that his mother's condition is good now, and the doctor said that it's a miracle that she's treated now. Ami says that she's happy about it, and they share a kiss in the beautiful night view. Manatsu keeps calling Ami by her last name, which makes her uncomfortable. She then asks him to call her by her first name, Ami. However, he rejects her by saying that if they start calling each other by first name, then they will get used to it and make mistake during work and call each other by their first names. Ami gets sad, and Manatsu wants to cheer her up, so he starts acting cute in front of his wife to make her smile again. A beautiful woman named Marina has just joined the sales team where Manatsu works there too. Ami greets her, and they start having a good conversation with each other. Marina tells her that she knows someone in her department. That's when Manatsu is passing by, and he sees them and calls Marina. She tells Ami that Manatsu is her ex-boyfriend. Ami gets very shocked, and Manatsu gets worried that Ami would get sad. When they go back home, she refuses to talk to Manatsu. He explains to her that everything is in the past, and Marina is married now. Ami tells him that she isn't sad or angry about their past relationship, as she trusts him a lot. Her problem is that he called her by her first name, Marina, but he still refuses to call her Ami. The next day, she acts cold in front of him and leaves quickly to go to work. Marina tells Ami that Manatsu isn't the type to get married, and that's why she broke up with him. However, Manatsu comes and tells everyone that Ami is his wife and they're married. She asks everyone to support them as he loves Ami a lot. In the car, he tells her that he kept saying to not tell anyone at work because his wife is too cute, and he didn't want her to be the center of their attention, and apologizes her by saying that he didn't know he was actually hurting her feelings by this. She gets happy with his words. Manatsu tells her that he has prepared something special for her. He takes her to a fancy hotel where he has decorated the room for Ami's birthday. He says that he didn't know what gift to buy for her and thought that this would be a good surprise for her. Manatsu is ready to anything for her, even though he personally doesn't like decorating or throwing a party, but he wants to do anything to make her happy. He then calls her by her first name, Ami. She gets very happy that they have finally cleared up all the misunderstandings and have become very close to each other. This was the best birthday gift for Ami, as now everyone knows about their relationship and she's happy with her husband. She asks him to take a picture, kissing each other at 12 a.m. as a memory. He says no, but surprises her by jumping on the bed, kissing her, and taking a picture of them. He does all this to make her birthday more memorable and fun for her. After some days, Ami again looks concerned. She remembers the day when Manatsu told her that it will be a problem if she gets pregnant. Ami really wants to have children, but she thinks that Manatsu is against it based on what he told her that day. However, she hasn't found the courage to ask him about this matter. Her coworker Yuki asks her why it couldn't be him instead of Manatsu. Ami tells him that she can't accept his feelings as she's truly in love with Manatsu. She gets home, and she's practicing to ask him about that topic tonight. Manatsu comes home and sees Ami reciting some dialogues and practicing. She sees him standing behind her back and gets shocked. He mimics her and starts laughing. Ami finds the courage and tells him they should share their true feelings to each other. She says that I like to have kids, and he should share his thoughts too, so they can find a solution. Even if he's against it, she's fine with it as she loves him a lot. Manatsu says that he actually likes to have kids in the future, but not now because he found out how much Ami likes her job and wants to grow in her job to have a higher position. So he thought that it would be more beneficial for his wife to have children later in the future. Ami gets happy that Manatsu thought about her and said those words. Manatsu tells her that he wants to take her to visit his mother so they can get to know each other. They both go to Manatsu's hometown to visit his mother. She's happy that she will meet his mother. He grabs her hand tightly to walk with her in his hometown. They reach to his house, and Ami seems to be nervous about Manatsu's mother's reaction towards her. His mother comes down the stairs and greets Ami warmly. Ami starts introducing herself and gets nervous. His mother starts laughing and tells her that she's very beautiful and cute, and they make a beautiful couple together. She has prepared meal for them, and they start eating. She tells Manatsu that she was nervous and worried that he got married because of her, not because of love, but he sees that he's happy now with Ami, which makes her happy too. Manatsu says that in the beginning, they got married by chance, but he assures her that he's in love with his wife now, and they are living happily with each other. Manatsu says that they should go on a date as they haven't been able to go on a proper date together. He takes her to different places in his hometown, and they start to have fun with each other. They make great memories with each other on their date in Manatsu's hometown. Manatsu tells her that all this seems like a dream for him, and he's truly happy now that he's spending his time with the girl that he loves the most. Ami has been able to find her true love and forget about her past relationship, which was not successful. It's Christmas, and Ami starts decorating their house, and she decides to prepare a special meal for Manatsu to surprise him. She prepares everything and waits for him to get home. When Manatsu gets home, he's surprised by all the efforts she's put in for him. When they are done eating, he takes out a new ring and tells her that he wants to give this new ring to her to make everything more official between them. She has actually lost the first ring he gave her and didn't know how to tell him about it, but he gave her a new one, which makes her very happy. They start remembering their first encounter, which was for a project. They were very shy towards each other. He then accidentally told her that she looks very cute when she's smiling. Manatsu tells her that they should go to take more wedding photos, as they didn't do it properly the first time. She accepts it, and they prepare for a photo shoot. She wears a beautiful wedding dress, and for once again he's stunned by her beautiful looks, and tells her that she looks very cute. He has called all their co-workers to surprise Ami. She gets very happy that he has prepared everything in detail for her. The drama ends here, where they smile at each other and then share a kiss. This story shows that it isn't always love from the first sight, as Manatsu and Ami started falling in love with each other slowly. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for upcoming recap videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. Bye everyone.